out as well. We'll head out to Fenway Park and welcome in Sandy Alomar Jr., the Indians bench coach this year. Sandy, Al, along with Dave, thanks for joining us here tonight. And first up, let's talk about your role. It's a new role this year as a bench coach versus a first base coach. Tell me about the differences for you.
Well, one thing, you spend the whole game in the dugout for sure. But preparation, before I was in first base, I prepared more with, situational base running and pitchers, pickoffs and stuff like that, just to make it short. And now when you're here as a bench coach, it's pretty much organized lineups and basically second in command. Any question that many have to ask me, I respond, and give me my opinion. So you're basically like second in command.
Well, one of the things you've continued to do, and it's your area of expertise, it's work with the catchers. And boy, Carlos Santana this year, everyone can see his improvement. He's better blocking balls, but he's especially better at throwing the ball to second base too. What have you worked with him on to get him to where he is now and really nailing some of these base stealers?
Well, one thing we were focusing last year was his back leg. I think that his stride was too long. We just tried to make him short to the ground with a quick jab step, and he really have adjusted pretty good. Last year when we came here, he was limited in his workouts, but this year in spring training, he really worked hard because he was open. They gave him the opportunity to work out extra every day.
Sandy, Dave Chudowski here. It was so much fun to watch you guys rise to the top in the 90s, and it's been a lot of fun so far to watch this Indians team as they're trying to rise to the top. Is there anything that you notice similarities with this team that goes back to then?
Well, see the preparation. I see the talent that we have now. We don't have guys with a lot of, superpower like Albert Bergin, Tommy, and Manny Ramirez. We don't have those kind of powers, but I think that the guys, the ability that we have guys with tools like kidneys. We have guys in the minor league like Corey Phelps and things. And we have Carlos Santana here. So, as long as we can lock these guys up and hopefully they can be here for a long time, we don't have to be recycling players. We should be in good shape.
It's always good to have a few veterans to go along with the young guys, and obviously you have that with Derek Lowe and now Johnny Damon. Can you talk about, and it's fun to see them go back to Boston, as we're going to talk about as this show goes on, but can you talk about them and coming into the locker room and what they've meant for this team?
Well, not only they bring leadership, they also bring an aura. They've been winners through all their career. Everywhere they have been, they have won. And, it's a good injection to these guys that need guys like that, especially performing well. I mean, Derek Lowe's done an unbelievable job. He's a key part of our rotation. And he's a guy that's always, he likes to help. He's teaching young kids and helping Masterson and the rest of the guys. He's always in the game. Even though when he's not pitching. So that really helps a lot. Not only they bring win, they bring the attitude and, the experience.
Sandy, talking about the pitching staff too, and that's been the most consistent part of this club so far this year. As a catcher, what role did you play in the 90s and now Carlos and Lou Marson? What role do they play in the pitcher's development and the pitcher's consistency?
You have to be the pitcher's caddy. You have to know the pitcher inside out. You have to know the weakness, strength, and weaknesses of the pitcher. And so any situation you can go out there and let him know, hey, I already know you like the back of my hand. So this is this kind of hitter, understanding the hitters and the performance that you do in that particular day and put it together. And you have to make sure that you take pride on the pitching and the catching part of the game if you're a catcher, not just the hitting. So I think that that's a step that Carlos has moved dramatically. He has a long strides. He has made big steps on developing his catching instead of just his hitting.
Sandy, great stuff. Always great to talk to you. Thanks for taking the time, and we'll do it again soon.